that on now?
That's us on now.
Right, okay. We've just been speaking away at ourselves for the last 10 minutes, commenting on some of Regan's outrageous shots, and nobody's heard us, but that's us live now with the commentary as well.
There's so many witty comments and observations there that have been missed. I think Mark's played the right shots in this frame. He's not got in position, but
he's not started to panic, even though he's 4-0 down. He hasn't started to panic, which is a good sign, you know. Against somebody like Regan, it's easy. He can rattle off frames quite quickly once he gets going. So you've got to stay positive and just concentrate on your own frame and not really concentrate on what he's doing.
Yeah, if you start chasing it and blasting the balls apart, you'll just open up and eat you alive.
I mean, that's the thing. Regan's still relatively young, but he's got a lot more experience in these sort of things and events than Mark does. You know, Mark's quite new to the competitive side of things. But like we were saying when nobody could hear us, Mark's improved a lot over the last 6 months or however a year, you know, just with entering competitions and practicing against better players. You know, it makes, you get a few lessons here and there, but it makes you a better player, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Mark always had talent, because I remember when he was younger and he played at the Rising Sun. Him and you and Locke were, really good prospects sort of thing, you know, when they're in the second division.
Yeah.
It's good to see that they're still going.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about trying to get more people involved, and so you don't just become better overnight, you know. But like somebody like Mark proves, as you say, he's no spring chicken now, but it shows that you can still improve. Doesn't matter what your age is, you know. You can, as long as you've got the will to become better, it's possible for anybody.
Cool. You know, the experience of the shots and the right shots to play is.
Yeah, exactly. Because like we're saying, he was 5-0 up on Regan the other night, missed a black for 6-0 to win the match, and then Regan just played safe, and Mark didn't really know what to do, you know. And that's only comes with experience, playing different styles, and because generally it's not very often Regan plays safe on the pool table, but it just proves that he's got that side of his game when he needs it as well, you know.
Nasty streak. I play with him at the Springer, and he's got that in him where he likes the big finishes though. He likes putting on a show.
Don't we all, you know? But sometimes it's your game's either not there or just the shots aren't there. You know, it's you've got to. Well, Mark's done well to hit that, but he's in a little bit of trouble. He might be able. It depends how easy it is. That two that are together.
He'll just go into them.
I think he's gonna have to.
No. Yeah, every time I predict a shot, Regan, he goes and plays the opposite.
This is, I think this is Mark gave Regan a fright that last game, and I think Regan is showing Mark a lot more respect this time by playing these shots, because he knows that he doesn't want to let Mark back into the match, you know.
As much as Mark's improved, I think sometimes when he plays safe, he puts his own balls in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So when, he gets...
Oh, that's not a good shot. I think he tried to pot them both there.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a show-off one there.
Good recovery, though.
Yeah, brilliant shot.
And that's 5-0. I say that was a big frame for Mark. That it's a long way back from 5-0. You know, 4-1. If you can sneak the next one as well, you feel like you've got a bit of momentum going, but it's a long way back from now.
Especially in a race to 7.
Yeah. Hope for him. Hopefully, he can.
Yeah, a couple.
If he can win a couple, you know, it's
confidence now.
Yeah.
Not slagging you off, Regan.
Quiet in the galleries, please.
Aye, Mr. Campbell's rather chirpy at the moment, being 5-0 up, as I'm shouting down the corridor.
He's lucky he's still got a queue. He says that his one would have been snapped if Mark had beat him 6-0 the other night.
It was a rattled block as well, wasn't it?
It was a rattled block.
In fairness to Regan, I've not seen him snap a queue in about 3 years.
He was quite notorious for it when he played for the new club as a young whippersnapper.
My first game for the Springer, it was his first game as well, and I think he missed against the new club, and he missed a block, and the queue just looked like he tapped it off the
off the table.
Off the table, but the next thing there were splinters flying everywhere.
He's definitely mellowed in his old age, that's for sure.
He's still got it in him.
Now, Mark's just got to watch here because he's potting all these and he's ignored that difficult one. I hope he's not potting himself into trouble. That's the... I mean, it looks like it doubles, but I wouldn't have left it till last. I think I would have... That one that he's just potted in the middle, I think I would have tried to get an angle on that to maybe just go into it. Oh, Mark.
Yeah,
that's disaster. Now, will Regan open up?
No.
He's obviously looking to play safe. If he's potting that one.
Regan will be quite comfortable here, Regan.
Yeah.
So you can take control of the pocket and just leave.
What would you play here, Richard? I know what I'd be playing.
I'll play maybe a double here.
I'd be playing cock at heart, screw right back, and leave myself a double in the last one as well. It's a straight cock at heart.
Ooh.
That's why I'm commentating and they playing.
Well.
So just for anybody that is listening as well, we've got a new camera that we'll be trying out the next time. And we've got a few plans to make some changes to the lighting in the pool room as well. So hopefully the next time we won't have this same reflection that you're seeing at the moment. So as I say, it's a work in progress and we're trying all the time to make things better. So the more people we get watching, the more support we get, then the better we'll be able to make it for everyone. No, it's not disaster.
That light above the table is so bright. You can see every time Regan's down this end that the sponsor signs on the tables just become so much clearer when the light. But the new camera should help with that because it'll have more control.
I think it's the same. If we can we've got new ceiling lights coming, and I think lighting up that area of the room, it won't be such a contrast between light and dark. So, and as you say, a better quality camera should make a difference as well. So, say trial and error. As we said, the aim was always to have it. How good as we could get it on a small budget by finals day, and we're almost there. You know, it's improving all the time.
Well, hopefully on finals day we'll be able to do dual tables, so we'll get cameras to do both tables.
Yeah.
I say I'll need to be doing commentary on finals day because I haven't got a job for this year. First finals day in 10 years. I'll be unemployed.
You'll be missed. Everyone loves a Richard speech at the end of drunken rant at the end of finals day.
It takes me 6 or 7 pints just to get the courage to speak in front of 30 folk, and then I go, you were quite drunk last night. So would you be if you had to stand up and speak to people that have been giving you abuse and causing you issues?
Don't worry, it'll be Regan that gets the abuse this year for the ridiculous World Cup sized player of the year he's bought himself. And that's 6-0. That was a cagey one. That was a difficult one for Mark. I think he just played the wrong shot. He didn't try to take that difficult yellow out red out early enough, and it came back to haunt him in the end. Going in off was a killer as well. But
I think he's a little bit surprised that Regan's closing shop and not really giving them the chances.
Yeah. Like you say, Regan learnt a big lesson the other night. He obviously played far too open and let Mark take out. And in the same sort of thing, he probably let Mark gain a little bit of confidence, whereas he's realised that if he just keeps it safe and one frame at a time and not let him get that chance to get any confidence, you know.
The way
Here's a
way
chance,
that
though.
white was pinging round there, it was bound to go somewhere.
What did you say, Richard? Yellows?
Yeah.
I think I'd be taking that one on the left-hand side of the table, right down the bottom rail, and then cut it thin down the bottom, and then take the white back across and leave yourself on the highest one of that 3 in the middle of the table into the middle, and then work your way down from there. I think it's...
He has to watch himself here because obviously with the 2 shots, the first one doesn't nominate the ball.
I mean, for me, you've got to take that. You've got one. I mean, it's not difficult, but it ruins the pattern, if you know what I mean. You can't leave it for your last ball because it isn't easy to get onto the black from it, but it's not easy to get back on another yellow from it because you're going to have to screw into it.
Now he's in a bit of trouble.
This is it. This is the problem. This is where he's ran away, you know.
These shots when you're screwing up close,
but,
it's never easy to judge.
I mean, to be fair, when you're 6-0 down, it's tough. You know, you're not thinking like you are at 0-0, are you?
It's a lonely place.
You know he's going to be absolutely raging sitting there, isn't he? So.
I guess he's kind of cleared a path now for Regan just to...
Yeah.
I'm going to say tap them home, but it's Regan.
Well, it's going to be short and sweet tonight by the looks of things. And a race to 7. I mean, this is the second IM qualifier. So Regan is one of the qualifiers from Keith for the first IM. So he's obviously pretty determined to make sure he can at least give himself a chance of qualifying for the second one as well. And if he plays like this, he'll not be far away.
I've
jinxed him.
I've jinxed him. He didn't do that right at all. That was almost like it's over.
Yeah, I think so, isn't it? Now, I think I would... That top one again, at the left, I think I would try and cut that in the top corner and have the white back over the other side of the table and snooker him.
100%.
Because if you move these, I don't see the value in doing this.
You know, this is kind of just making sure Regan has a clear shot.
Yeah, exactly. There's nowhere to hide. Eventually he's going to have to take something.
No. This table's tight up the rails. That's what I always find.
Oh.
You know, these sort of shots, you almost have to play them at a decent, soft.
I mean, he's still got the angle here. I think he can come back over far enough that it won't leave it easy. Yeah, that's... Oh, I think he's covered it.
Give him a benefit of the doubt, and that was a hooky play there rather than the pot.
I think the pace he played it at, I would have to give him that. You know, I would say that he's not went for that. Oh, doesn't get much closer, does it? Jesus. Right, come on, Mark. Take this out.
It's one good pot.
How would you go about this, Richard?
Depends how I was feeling, to be honest. If I was down like Mark is, I would probably play Regan's red onto the side cushion and bring the white back into the middle of the table.
He's too low on that. I would too high on that. I would say, is he?
You know, he's going to be coming very close to Regan's red with the white, off the cushion here. If he's... Oh, he's gone for
that was no.
Oh, jeez. Take that, Mr. Campbell.
He's had a bit of Regan luck there, has Mark.
You see Regan's face. That almost looked like his poster.
I'm not sure Regan would be smiling if he was 6-0 down at this point. That was brutal. That's probably better for Mark as well. That's gone in, to be fair. He just has to hope Regan misses now. This is going to be a sore one if he loses 7 now. He hasn't played that badly. It's just that it's some shot selection,
time.
yeah. But you say if it's all a learning curve, isn't it? You know, that's the good thing about these YouTube games as well. It's nice and easy for him to watch back.
This ain't pretty.
I think he would have to stun this in, wouldn't he, into the middle to keep the white for the black.
It's any top.
He looks like he's playing top. He's got quite a jabby Q action mark. Sometimes it's hard to tell how he's played it. He's played that perfectly.
No.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Just compose yourself. Yeah, he's taking his time. That's good. Yes. Oh no. Oh no.
He's okay. I think because of the light in the middle of the table, it's hard for us to tell.
Do you think Mark's deliberately given Regan a 6-0 lead so he can come back and beat him 7-6 after being pissed off the other night?
He is. He's doing a good job of hustling.
I think Regan would struggle to live that one down, would he?
He'd have to retire and go back to snooker.
And I'm back after a quick refreshment break.
It's a better break there from Mark. He kept the white on the table.
Reds are nice, huh?
Yeah. Just be careful of his positioning.
Yeah, I think this it's kind of left that a little awkward, isn't he? I mean, yeah, that's the one you want to take, but it's again, you're just slowly running out of position, you know, you've got to try and...
Yeah, I think I would actually try and take that red down.
A little bit. Just needed that to go a wee bit further, maybe. That's okay, though.
It's okay, if you can get the right-hand side of the second red with the white. He's doing himself a decent enough angle.
I think he can get that in, yeah, I think that's okay. I mean, he's actually probably got the chance to move the black here. If he can bounce it off the bottom cushion.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the confidence frame.
Yeah,
at the moment. It's just
I think he maybe have to watch himself here. He doesn't snooker. He might have to hit this hard. I don't know. Oh, that's not easy jacking up like that.
He's going into his yellows here, isn't he?
That's a much better shot than it. Oh, that's unlucky. That was a much harder shot than it looked there, jacking up like that. It's not how I would have. He obviously couldn't play just to roll it in and leave the double, which I didn't think he had the angle for. But
it's a good hit.
I think I would have maybe been a bit tempted to hit that maybe a wee bit harder there. Try and fluke it maybe. There's a lot of yellows to hide behind, you know.
I think
it's going to be hard to get. He's going to be struggling to see if Regan runs out of position. It'll just be an easy hook, I would think. I guess, like you say, some strange patterns Regan takes, isn't it? It's like he doesn't do the traditional moving up or down the table. He kind of likes to move that white about, as you can see again there. And when he's on form, it's a joy to watch. But it's one of those things that's tough to constantly be pulling these shots off, you know.
Funny thing is, I remember the first time I played snooker with him, and I couldn't believe he does the same in snooker with the white.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
the white round, 4 cushions.
Yeah.
When, 1 cushion would do.
I think he just get in. Oh, that's unlucky. Great effort. Yeah, I think that's. I think he just feels a bit more comfortable when he's hitting the ball hard. It's.
I think that's where his cueing option's the straightest.
Yeah. He doesn't have the elbow kicking in when he's hitting it as hard. It's all about position now. Do you think he'll play the double, or do you think he'll try and get on that black into the middle? Do you think he's missed that. I did not expect that. I think he's just taking that for granted, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is a big shot. You double, or you take the risk and roll it down? I think he's going to roll it down, is he? Nah, he's missed it.
That was a half-hearted.
Yeah,
he didn't really line that
no.
up.
It was difficult there. There was no real way of playing safe there.
I think I would have tried a double and just hoped that if I missed it, it was going safe.
Aye.
There was nothing you could do with the white either side of the table. Regan was potting.
So that's us for tonight now. 7-1 to Regan in the end. We will be streaming the Elgin doubles tomorrow night, but we won't have commentary on that one, as most of us will be playing in it. We will, however, look to have commentary again on Saturday night. We have Russell Scales playing Gordon Duncan in the big one. So hopefully we'll see you all there. And thanks for tuning in. We've just been joined by the winner. How did you think that went, Regan?
Yeah, played well-ish.
Nah, your finishing wasn't spectacular. You had one good break dish, but then safety-wise, Mark couldn't get near you. He potted a lot of balls when he was potting his way into trouble almost.
He was leaving himself with one of the cushioner tied up and then just hook him out.
Aye, and like you say, we were saying it's almost like you learnt your lesson for letting him go 5-0 up the other night by not letting him into any of the frames when you weren't going for nothing stupid, and you were tying him up when you needed to. And
are we getting a game for the IO soon?
few more years of practice before that happens.
Right, that's us for tonight. Thanks for tuning in.